Oh man, how's it going, everyone? Good evening. We're live. I got rid of Sony Vegas. I'm on Kdenlive now. I love me some open source projects. Monday's hike was exhausting. I'm still tired from it. Did 12 and a half miles on the Kdenlive Trail. And for to edit all the video I got from it. It's to be fun, in theory. But for real, I'm actually looking forward to editing this, so. Yep. Alright, well, let's get started. Let me see how this. Hey, Al Snow here. We're back with another episode of Hiking with Snow. This week we. Alright, so we got that. How much of a fade in do I actually want? Hey, Al Snow here. We're back with the. Hey, Al. I think I want a little bit longer of a fade. Hey, Al Snow. About a 3-second fade. Hey, Al Snow here. We're back with another episode of Hiking. Oh, okay. I think I see what that does. Hey, Al Snow here. We're back with another episode of Hiking with Snow. This week we are at the Kdenlive Mountain Trail in Fort Mountain State Park, Georgia. This is going to be about a 8 to 10 mile loop, depending on if I. Yeah, that was a lie. It was a lot more than 8 to 10 miles. I'm very tired after that. Alright, so that one's fine. Go ahead and get first thing a B-roll on here. Wait, no, I don't want to add that yet. Alright, so next I need to put. Where is it? Do I not have it? Did I not have it in the folder? Ah, there we go. Hey, Al Snow here. We're back with another episode of Hiking with Snow. This week we are at the Kdenlive Mountain Trail in Fort Mountain State Park, Georgia. So how do I get this? Okay, so that didn't work how I wanted it to. Fort Mountain State Park, Georgia. Okay, this is going to be about a 8 to 10 mile loop, depending on. Alright, so I think I need to make this the same size as the video. Otherwise, it's just going to be like that. Which I'm kind of okay with. Wait, what does that do?
I have no idea what that does.
Trail in Fort Mountain State Park, Georgia. This is going to this week we are at the Kdenlive Mountain Trail in Fort Mountain State Park, Georgia. This is going to be about a 8 to 10 mile loop, depending on if I venture off to hit a few outlooks. I probably will. Based on the pictures, there's a lot of good mountain views for me to see. I'm really excited about this one. It's a bit of a drive. It is Mountain State Park, Georgia. This is going to be about a 8 to 10 mile loop, depending on if I venture off to hit a few outlooks. I probably will. Based on the pictures, there's a lot of good mountain views for me to see. I'm really excited about this one. It's a bit of a drive. It is pretty chilly this morning. Right now it's 30 degrees. It's about 8:45 in the morning. Hopefully it'll get a little bit warmer, but I'm not too stressed if it doesn't. I have gloves if I really need them. But yeah, before we get started, please follow, like the video, maybe hit the note.
Alright, so that part's done. Second part is wait, where? Are you kidding me? I need to re-add the video that I deleted, because I guess that doesn't just remove it from the timeline. It actually like completely Alright, there we go.
Notification bell if you want. I don't really care. But let's get to it.
Alright, so this part I want to get rid of just the audio track. I get rid of just the audio track. Damn, I can't. Let me actually look that up, because I'm not, there has to be a way to just delete that part.
Audio from a video in Kdenlive. So I have imported video. Now you can right click and you can play this video. So now
Wow, this is a terrible video. Jesus.
Go ahead and hit download and download this video, and then I'm going to pull this over and see. I rearranged this since the last video, and so we can actually click and drag different parts to anywhere we want to. Clip monitor.
All right, so let me see. Let's see if this worked. Oh, sweet, it does. Cool. That makes things very easy for me from an editing standpoint. Like, extremely easy for me. All right, so we got that. That actually worked. All right, so now I just need the faded in and faded out. So we got this where I'm actually talking.
Let's get to it.
And that's just normal B-roll. All right. Fade in, of course fade out, because I'm very unimaginative. We're gonna drag the mute onto that, and I want to do here now. I want to, where is it? I'm going to change the speed to 4x, I think. We'll try 400. All right, yeah, I think 4x is a good speed. Yeah, 4x is a good speed. Like, Kdenlive is so much easier to work with than Sony Vegas was. It's insane how much better it is to work with this. All right, now that I'm at this part, I want to go ahead and kind of work on the audio a little bit while I'm doing this. So what I want to add now is the first bit of narration that I did, which would be this. So let me...
Let's get to it.
The Cohootie, which derives its name from the Cherokee word for Mother Mountain, is a backcountry mountain loop trail located entirely in Fort Mountain State Park. The trail comes in at just under 8 miles and has frequent peaks and valleys. Along the trail, there is a total of 4 backcountry campsites, making this loop great for an overnight backpacking trip. All right, I like how that came out sounding. I went ahead and did all the narration stuff like before I got started tonight. this part right here. Which part of the trail is this? Let me look at my script real quick. How far away from first stop am I? That's B-roll. That's number 5. On which stop is this? That's five. So I need to go ahead and add this part right here. No matter which way you begin the hike, you're in for a sharp descent to the forest floor followed by immediate climbs back up. It does a great job of giving you a good preview of what's to come on the trail with its rapid elevation changes. The high points offer wide panoramic views of the mountains and surrounding towns, especially during the fall or winter like now when the leaves have fallen. Let's see. That was number 5, so we're on clip 6, which is more B-roll. Alright, so now we're at the first stop right here. Actually, you know what? I think I know where I want to move the... Let's see, that's number 8. That. I'm going to move the comment, the last narration that was just up a little bit. I'm going to move it somewhere else. I know where I want to move it too, so. I'm going to move it to this first stop right here. This first outlook that I found is where I'm going to move the last bit of narration, I think.
Hey, so we just got to our first good vantage point, not counting the one that is technically at the end of the trail that you saw a little bit ago. But look at this view. This is great. Love it.
All right, so let's move this down.
But
No
look at this
matter
view.
which way you begin the hike,
This is
you're
great.
in for a sharp descent. We'll move that before, I think, actually. No matter which way you begin the hike, you're in for a sharp descent to the forest floor, followed by immediate climbs back up. It does a great job of giving you a good preview of what's to come on the trail with its rapid elevation changes. The high points offer wide panoramic views of the mountains and surrounding towns, especially during the fall or winter like now when the leaves have fallen. And move that towards the end of this clip. Mountains and surrounding towns, especially during the fall or winter like now when the leaves have fallen.
Hey, so we just got to our first good. So we're about 3.5 miles into the hike out of around 8 to 10, depending on if I take one extra path once we get near the end. I think I will, because I really want to see the lookout point that's up there, as well as this tower that's supposed to be there. But we're gonna get back on the trail, and we'll see you at the next stop.
Oh, God. I forgot. I hate vodka. Unless it's in a screwdriver, I hate vodka. But I had a tiny bit of vodka left in the bottle after I made that screwdriver. So I just decided to do a shot of it. I regret everything. I am very much enjoying using Kdenlive over Vegas right now. Like, it is so much easier to use. Like, oh, I need to mute an audio portion. Oh, boom, done. Easy. Oh, I need to change the speed. Oh, just type this in. I want 400% speed. Boom, done. So fucking easy. I love it. Depending on like the length this video ends up, I may end up like taking out some of this B-roll. but I want to get everything in here just so I can get an idea of how long it is and whatnot before I start chopping stuff. It's like right now we're on clip 16 of 41. All right, this one's only 6 seconds. I can just go ahead and get rid of that. Right. Which is this? Is this one of the times where my battery decided Yep, it is. Okay, yeah, no loss on that one. All right, so which stop is this?
So came across a pretty cool view spot. Be a nice little place to take a short break. Get down here, check this out.
Oh, this lookout. This was a really cool find during the hike. I really liked this viewpoint. And it was very treacherous. I was almost afraid to step onto the rock there to like actually get this clip. Because like if I fell from there, it was probably about a 30-foot drop to where the slope started. And then from there, it would be a steep slope down as I rolled. And it would just not be a fun experience at all. Mute the audio on this. Boop. Done. God, that's so handy. So damn handy. Mute. And fast forward. Boom. Wait, I think I just put 4,040. Jesus. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, I feel like I'm definitely going to end up cutting a lot of this B-roll out just for like time management's sake. Is this one of... Yeah, this is stop 4. Can I... Keyframe... That's very handy. That is very handy to be able to just set a keyframe just for that to lower the volume just for a specific section. That is beyond handy. just go X right there. Then, oh, no, undo. What's the hotkey for this? S. And then, watch this magic right here, this black magic. I can go, just for this clip, go mute and 400x on this, then slide this over, and boom, and I'll just go to here. There we go. Awesome. Oh God, why have I waited so long to fucking try Kdenlive? This is so damn handy. This is so much better than Vegas. Holy shit. Like, it's actually embarrassing how much worse Vegas is than this. Is this stuff that I think it is? Let's see. This is the waterfall I'm thinking of. Yeah, it is. Alright, so what I want to do here is add this part. So we got the B-roll right here, and then it'll fade out, so that fade in.
There are quite a few water crossings along the trail, some with bridges and others that leave you to your own devices to get across. Some of these give you potentially a much-needed way to replenish your water supply, as well as there being a few waterfalls to provide picture opportunities. There are quite a few water crossings along the trail, some with bridges and others that leave you to your own devices to get across. Some of these give you potentially a much-needed way to replenish your water supply, as well as there being a few waterfalls to provide picture opportunities.
Alright, so that is number 23. Mute. Speed this up. Yeah, I think there's definitely too much B-roll in this one. It's like I'm only on clip 25 of 41, and we're already getting close to 15 minutes. So I'm probably gonna need to start. Well, no, I don't want to start cutting stuff out yet until I get everything on there. So if it ends up the video being like 20-25 minutes long, I'll go ahead and keep everything. But I don't want it to be like an hour-long video. You know, I didn't realize I shot this much B-roll until I was like getting everything labeled for like editing. All right, so what is this stop? X, do it right there. We're going to put this at 400. Join those. Mute that portion.
Huh, what's this over here?
Like, I barely noticed this little stop off here.
So this I wasn't expecting to see, but it's a welcome view. Hopefully I don't fall, because I would straight up die. But here we go. Oh, that's cool.
All right, I think right there is probably... we'll put it, I think, in the next B-roll section for the last little blurb that I have.
The Cohootie Trail is made up of second-growth pine and deciduous forest. Fallen trees are common along the trail, as are black bear sightings. I didn't catch it on camera, but I did happen upon a bobcat that ran across the path and damn near gave me a heart attack.
Yeah, I about shit myself when I saw the bobcat pass into the trail and stop and look right at me. Because I'm gonna be honest, I don't like my odds against a bobcat, even though it's only probably like 30 to 40 pounds. Because the claws on the larger cats are no fucking joke. Like, it's actually quite terrifying how sharp those claws are. Excuse me.
All right, so I just hit the top of the final peak of the Cohootie. From here, I'm actually going to branch off, walk up the road to hit the path to go check out Stone Tower, and then a final vista before I head back to where I parked for a breakdown. I am so friggin' tired, and I don't know why I'm adding like another 2 miles to the hike. Alright, I'll check back in once I get up there.
Yeah. I regretted practically everything when I got to here. Like, I don't know why I did this to myself, adding this amount of extra.
Alright, so I think I'm there. Let's go. That shouldn't be too bad of a hike up there.
Little did I fucking know. Little did I fucking know. Like, it didn't look that bad on paper, but in reality it was brutal.
So I think I'm there. Let's go. That shouldn't be too bad of a hike up there.
Let me get another drink. Alright. Sorry, I needed to pour myself a shot for once I got everything finished editing. Alright, so most of the stuff that I have to add that's left is not stuff that's going to be fast forwarded.
Oh, so about halfway up these damn stairs. Fuck. Why am I doing this to myself? This ancient stone fortification, 885 feet in.
Right now,
Man, that is so juicy.
Full heritage. We're gonna head up the rest of the way.
Wow, incredibly juicy.
All right, so we're up here at the old Firewatch Tower. I don't think it's in use anymore. There's broken windows on it. I'm recording from this far back because there's a family over there. I don't want to get their kids on camera, then have to go back and Alright, so we're at the final vista. I had fun on this hike. I'm about to head back up these hellish stairs and head back.
Got more fucking B-roll. All right, so this stop right here, I actually recorded first thing in the morning because I originally was going to go west to east on the trail, but decided at last minute to go east to west. But I got this really cool shot, like right at the start early in the morning. The fog in the background in the valley was really cool. Like I really liked this shot. All right, so it's not as long as I thought it was going to be. It only comes in at a little over 21 minutes, it looks like.
Alright, so we just got to the end. That.
All right, so I got that. Oh, there's a section here. Is this the... No, that's the forest. This is water. I need to add a...
Devices to get across. Some of these give you potentially a much needed way.
Need to add a text overlay here.
Track on our timeline, and then I'm just gonna play and we can see what this video looks like. So let's say maybe before this video starts we want to have a title introduction screen. Well, to do that we come up here and instead of clicking add clip, so we would go to search a place on our computer to add video or audio or picture, we just go to this little drop down here and we go to add title clip, and that'll bring up this dialog here. We have this back, click and drag it around and move it. We have options to change the, but if we were to put it before, it would just be black. So before the video, the parrot starts, it'd be black. So, but this is fine for adding it to here. And the non is completely transparent, so we have to bring this all the way up to full non-transparency, I guess you side, or all the way to the one of our video tracks. So if we put it on video 2, if we put
All right, I think I see how to do it. Let me see right here. Go to add. Oh, wrong one. See, this needs to be an eye-catching color too. That'll really get the point across. This needs to be a better color. What about green? No, that will not work at all. What about a brighter red, maybe?
That leave you to your own devices to get across. Some of these give you potentially a much needed way to replenish your water supply, as well as there being a few waterfalls to provide picture opportunities.
All right. That's much better. Okay. So I got that.
The Cohootie, which derives its name from the Cherokee word for Mother Mountain, is about.
All right, so now I need to add another one. No, I don't think I'm gonna add that. Tracks insert. Okay. Project. Yo, what's going on, Guzmop? Ooh, that was much louder than I anticipated. Alright, how do I add another... Good to hear, man. I'm trying to take it easy, but so I did 12 and a half mountainous hellish miles on yesterday. But unfortunately, with a kid and a 9-week-old puppy, relaxing is not an option. Yeah, the trail that I did yesterday that I'm editing the footage from, it's normally like 8.5 miles, but I felt like I just needed to go see this historic / old Firewatch tower, which ended up adding like another 4 miles. So it's like my legs are pretty dead. Let me pull up the elevation map. Like the bottom part here is the elevation changes along the path. Like it starts off at 25.73, drops all the way down to like hardly anything, and then back up. And man, it was a rough hike. I really enjoyed it though. I got a lot of really good pictures. All right, and Kdenlive's so easy to work with that despite having 41 clips, I have plenty of. I've only been editing for maybe an hour. Yeah, I drove about an hour and 15 minutes to Stone Fort State Park. It's further in, closer to the Appalachian Mountains. There was I was looking for new places to hike that I haven't been yet, and the Coyote Trail on there kind of stuck out to me based on the pictures that I saw. Let me pull up the thread from my Twitter that I did that I had for all my pictures. I got some really nice pictures out of it. And that's a monster bass right there, Guzmop. It's a monster bass. I'm jealous. I actually might go fishing maybe tomorrow, if not then Thursday. It's gotten cold enough to where I can probably pull up some decent bass just by throwing a weightless mega worm and very slowly crawling it back on the receive. I can probably catch stuff out of it. I need to figure out how to add another audio track. Are you serious? I can't. Were you actually going for going for bass, or were you going for crappie? Ah. God damn it. How do I... There we go. Under audio 2, music. There we go. How big of bass are usually in the area, like the ponds that you're fishing? Because depending on how cold it's getting, you could try tossing like a weightless worm. Just tie a worm hook like you're setting up a Texas rig, but don't put the sinker on it. Just let it go with just the hook and worm, and toss that out and just like really slowly, like excruciatingly slowly retrieve it back to you. You could try that. That's what I have a decent amount of luck with during the winter time here in Georgia with bass fishing. I know up in Illinois, it's a little bit different. The only time I can really catch bass in the winter up in Illinois, I remember, honestly, was using live bait. Okay. Yeah, you could, like I said, you could try doing a weightless worm, but like with really, really, really slow retrieve. You might be able to have some luck with it. I need to turn my music off now because I'm working with the audio now.
Hey, Al Snow here. We're back with another episode of Hiking with Snow. This week we are at the Kdenlive Mountain Trail in Fort Mountain State Park, Georgia. This is going to be about a 8 to 10 mile loop, depending on if I venture off to hit a few outlooks. I probably will. Based on the pictures, there's a lot of good mountain views for me to see. I'm really excited about this one.
Oh wait, I definitely went about that wrong. All right, so right here, we need to do a keyframe volume. We got to put it at -11 for that part.
Hey, Al Snow here. We're back with another episode. I venture off to hit a few outlooks. I probably will. Based on the pictures, there's a...
Right, and how's the transition volume?
Overnight backpacking trip.
so from here, then I want to go into this song. And about right here, where I want to make a keyframe volume section until, let me see how this sounds.
No matter which way you begin the hike, you're in for a sharp descent to the forest floor followed by immediate climbs back up. It does a great job of giving you a good preview of what's to come on the trail with its rapid elevation changes. The high points offer wide panoramic views of the mountains and surrounding towns, especially during the fall or winter like now when the leaves have fallen.
Hey, so we just got to our first good.
Yeah, I'm definitely liking this liking Kdenlive so much better than the than Vegas. Like, it is so much better. And I keep saying that, and I really should stop, but it is just night and day difference how much easier Kden is to work with than Vegas. All right.
Good vantage point, not counting. So,
And I want to go Tranquil Turtle. And we're going to do this right here. And volume keyframe for that. That's going to go down to -11 as well.
So came across a pretty cool view spot. Be a nice little place to take a short break. Get down here. Check this out.
Flip this and that. And this part, we need to add a keyframe. Put this at -11.
There are quite a few water crossings along the trail, some with bridges and others that leave you to your own devices to get across. Some of these give you potentially a much needed way to replenish your water supply, as well as there being a few waterfalls to provide picture opportunities.
Alright, then I'll go to that song next, I think. Then for audio, I need to do that. Until right there. I need to add a keyframe for this and put that down to proper volume to actually hear.
Oh, what's this over here?
All right, so there. And I want that track there. And I need to cut right there. And right there. And put in the volume keyframe. Let's see.
All right, so I just hit the top of the final peak of the Gahudi. From here,
Need to right there. And dang. I'm actually almost done with the editing for tonight, I think. Like, I would maybe be halfway done if I was still working with Vegas. Need to right there. That's keyframe there, and that's 11. Yeah, because this is all talking portions right there. And outro. Get rid of that. We do another key volume there. And I think that's
12.5 miles That's with the detour up to see the fire watchtower and the final vista that I can't remember the name of. That was a fun hike. I'm exhausted, and I still got to drive home. About an hour and 10 minutes home. But I'll have to come back here again. In any case, like and subscribe if you don't mind, if you want to see more. If you have any trails in mind that you want to see in Georgia, Tennessee, or Alabama, drop them in the comments below or hit me up on Twitter. I'm always looking for new stuff to explore.
All right, so this, I think I'm actually done.
We'll see you in a bit.
Nope, no, I need to mute that section. All right, now. I make this larger? I can. Aha. Kind of. All right, so what I'm going to do now, I want to watch it. I'm going to go ahead and watch it from here. I want to watch it start to finish. Make sure everything sounds good since I have time.
Hey, Al Snow here.
So, yeah. All right, so take this before I forget. All right, so we're going to go ahead and watch this. And as I finished early, cheers. I'll do a shot of caramel crown.
Hey, Al Snow here. We're back with another episode of Hiking with Snow. This week we are at the Coyote Mountain Trail in Fort Mountain State Park, Georgia. This is going to be about a 8 to 10 mile loop, depending on if I venture off to hit a few outlooks. I probably will. Based on the pictures, there's a lot of good mountain views for me to see. I'm really excited about this one. It's a bit of a drive. It is pretty chilly this morning. Right now it's 30 degrees. It's about 8:45 in the morning. Hopefully it'll get a little bit warmer, but I'm not too stressed if it doesn't. I have gloves if I really need them. But yeah, before we get started, please follow, like the video, maybe hit the notification bell if you want. I don't really care. But let's get to it.
The Coyote, which derives its name from the Cherokee word for Mother Mountain, is a backcountry mountain loop trail located entirely in Fort Mountain State Park. The trail comes in at just under 8 miles and has frequent peaks and valleys. Along the trail, there's a total of 4 backcountry campsites, making this loop great for an overnight backpacking trip.
I'm just doing a quick watch through since editing took so less time than I was expecting, just to make sure everything is at the proper audio levels and whatnot. So it's effectively a sneak peek of what the video that'll go live on YouTube tomorrow will be like. Music's all from Bass Rebels.
No matter which way you begin the hike, you're in for a sharp descent to the forest floor, followed by immediate climbs back up. It does a great job of giving you a good preview of what's to come on the trail with its rapid elevation changes. The high points offer wide panoramic views of the mountains and surrounding towns, especially during the fall or winter like now when the leaves have fallen.
Hey, so we just got to our first good vantage point. Not counting the one that is technically at the end of the trail that you saw a little bit ago. But look at this view. This is great. Love it.
Now the music's from Bass Rebels. They're great. They're all DMCA free music. It's all copyright free. You can use it in YouTube videos, Twitch, everything without worry of copyright strikes or anything.
So we're about 3.5 miles into the hike out of around 8 to 10, depending on if
stuff that I use for my videos is all the instrumental
extra path
versions.
once we get near the end.
I will link their Spotify.
I think I will, because I really want to see the lookout point that's up there, as well as this tower that's supposed to be there. But we're gonna get back on the trail, and we'll see you at the next stop.
They have a metric fuck ton of music. It's all amazing music. I highly recommend them. It's pretty much all I listen to when I play games. It's very easy listening. I don't know what that feature is, Kay. I've never actually seen that feature by that name on the GoPro. Hold on, let me grab my GoPro. I don't think I'm using any sort of lens feature.
So came across a pretty cool view spot. Be a nice little place to take a short break. Get down here, check this out.
You'd have to give me a little bit more info on what it's supposed to be so I could see if there's any option for it on GoPro. Like, is it white balance, sharpness, a color profile, or what? Like the color profile I'm using is the GoPro one, where I can do a flat one if I wanted to. Oh, an actual lens attachment. No, I don't have any of those. Those are very pricey. It is on my list of things to buy, though. I almost busted my ass recording this section, walking down that slick ass hill to get better footage of the water flow. The only people I ran into on this trail Monday was a section where like three different trails intersect. Hold up. Wait, what? Where did you see that? Oh. No, like there was a section before the first lookout point and shortly after where like three different trails intersect, and I ran into a couple trail runners, one of which gave me a look like, what the fuck are you doing out here in 30-degree weather hiking? Oh, that was one of the smaller ones that I ran into. Likewise, I gave the trail runners a look like, what the fuck are you out here trail running in 30-degree weather? Dude, you say that, but I soaked through my t-shirt, my long sleeve shirt, and my jacket, as well as my bandana.
Others that leave you to your own devices to get across. Some of these give you potentially a much needed way to replenish your water supply, as well as there being a few waterfalls to provide picture opportunities.
It feels weird that I have to actually put a disclaimer to always boil and filter and or boil the water before consuming it if you're on a hike. Oh yeah, I forget that you have sweat glands like me where you sweat in like 70-degree weather just standing there. It's like I am basically I have hyperactive sweat glands and my wife has like none. Dude, I'm still tired from the hike yesterday after doing all this, but it was one of my favorite hikes that I've done. It's like I won't hesitate to do it again. Kay, you need to come visit and do the Cohootie Trail with me. Oh, nice. Well, no moving unless you want to. Oh, what's this over here? Oh, nice. Is the job confirmed? Like, have you already gotten the job? This I wasn't expecting to see, but it's a welcome view. Hopefully I don't fall, because I would straight up die. But here we go. Nice, congrats, man. Now you need to come visit and we can get shit-faced drunk in celebration. And we can be as loud as we want here in my studio.
The Cohootie Trail is made up of second-growth pine and deciduous forest. Fallen trees are common along the trail, as are black bear sightings. I didn't catch it on camera, but I did happen upon a bobcat that ran across the path and damn near gave me a heart attack.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? Take it. It'll honestly, I mean, if you have an IT job on your resume, it might help you move into something a little bit better. I mean, and pretty much anything that's not fast food at this point is kind of a step up where you're at right now.
All right, so I just hit the top of the final peak of the Gahudi. From here, I'm actually going to branch off, walk up the road to hit the path to go check out Stone Tower, and then a final vista before I head back to where I parked for a breakdown.
I'm gonna pause to get another drink real quick. Nice. Hey, and you can come join me on some of my hiking trips. Then it could be hiking with lazy gamers instead of hiking with snow. Well, I mean, the trip to Japan, I don't think is. Let me turn that off. I don't think is really going to happen in 2021 or 2022. Simply, unless like us as a group who would be going decide that we don't want to see the Hokkaido the Sapporo Snow Festival, which is like one of the big things I wanted to see. Oh yeah, 2023 is definitely doable though. And okay, here's a shot of Caramel Crown in celebration of you getting an IT job. Huzzah! Oh, that Caramel Crown's like really good.
I am so freaking tired, and I don't know why I'm adding like another 2 miles to the hike.
Spoiler, it was not
Alright,
another
I'll
2
check back in
miles, it
once
was
I get up
another
there.
4 miles.
Alright,
My
so
legs hated
I think
me
I'm
for
there.
it.
Let's go.
Like shortly after this part right here, I realized that I made a grave mistake in deciding to go see this fucking tower.
Alright, so I think I'm there.
You'll understand
Let's go.
once I hit them, once it starts
That
fast
shouldn't be too
forwarding
bad
through
of a
this
hike up
part.
there. Oh, so about halfway up these damn stairs.
Yeah, like on paper, it wasn't a bad elevation climb, but it
Why
was
am I doing
all
this to myself?
old stone stairs, like those on the screen now. It was torture.
This ancient stone fortification, 885 feet in length, and the land on the crest of this mountain, 2,832 feet above sea level, was given to the state of Georgia for the establishment of Fort Mountain State Park by Ivan Allen, public-spirited citizen of Georgia, in the year of 1934. Thank you, Ivan Allen. It's a fantastic park. I love it. Now, let's go all the way up here to this fucking tower.
Like I thought I was gonna die.
The Moon-Eyed People, Cherokee Legend of Fort Mountain. The Moon-Eyed People. The earliest recorded mention of the Moon-Eyed People in Cherokee legend appears in Benjamin Smith Barthow's New Views of the Origin.
I think I need to lower the music volume of this particular section. I think it's a little bit too loud. What do you think, Kay? Like, I can't hear the narration of this part.
The Moon-Eyed People, Cherokee Legend of Fort Mountain.
Yeah, I think lowering it by maybe another 2 decibels is probably in line. So maybe down to 15? Let me see. All right.
The Moon-Eyed People, Cherokee Legend of Fort Mountain.
Okay, take it easy, man.
The Moon-Eyed People. The earliest recorded mention of the Moon-Eyed People in Cherokee legend appears in Benjamin Smith Barthow's New Views of the Origins of the Tribes and Nations in 1797. The Cherokee tell us that when they first arrived in the country which they inhabit, they found it possessed by certain moon-eyed people who could not see in the daytime. These wretches they expelled. In some accounts of the legend, the moon-eyed appear as a bearded, fair-skinned race with blonde hair and blue eyes. Other tales recount them as nocturnal people who could see in the dark, but were nearly blind in the daylight. And a few tales describe them as albinos. The origins of the Stonewall in Cherokee legend have 2 primary versions. Version 1. The Moon-Eyed built the wall in defense of an ongoing war with the Cherokee Indians. The Cherokees, knowing that Moon-Eyed were unable to see during certain phases of the moon, attacked under a full moon. This blinded the Moon-Eyed people and allowed the Cherokees to drive them from their homes and into hiding underground. Version 2. The Creek Indians were the ones who had an ongoing war with the Moon-Eyed and drove them into hiding. Through myths and legends, we explore questions about our existence and our world. Whether based on truth or fiction, these stories continue to serve as an important part of Georgia's cultural heritage. Alright, we're going to head up the rest of the way, up there to the tower. We'll see you at the top. Alright, so we're up here at the old Fire Watch Tower. I don't think it's in use anymore. There's broken windows on it. I'm recording from this far back because there's a family over there. I don't want to get their kids on camera, then have to go back and like censor stuff out. But let's take a look at this. It's pretty cool. I'm gonna try and get a little bit closer. Unfortunately, can't really go inside, but it is what it is. But we got one more place to check out before I head back to the truck. We'll see you in a bit. Alright, so we're at the final vista. I had fun on this hike. I'm about to head back up these hellish stairs and head back to the car, and I'll check back in. We'll do a breakdown, and we'll call it a day. We'll see you in a bit.
Like, the views on this hike were so fucking amazing. I love it. Loved this hike so much. Despite how exhausted it made me, it was honestly my favorite trail so far.
All right, so we just got to the end. That was rough. I'm really tired. A lot of good views. Let me see, I clocked in at 12.5 miles. That's with the detour up to see the fire watchtower and the final vista that I can't remember the name of. That was a fun hike. I'm exhausted and I still got to drive home. About an hour and 10 minutes home. But I'll have to come back here again. In any case, like and subscribe if you don't mind, if you want to see more. If you have any trails in mind that you want to see in Georgia, Tennessee, or Alabama, drop them in the comments below or hit me up on Twitter. I'm always looking for new stuff to explore. That's how do it for me today, guys. And I'll see you next week. Have a good one.
You know what? I think I need to edit this audio portion be a little bit longer. So I'm gonna go ahead and until I'm bleeding. I want to get this. I think I'm gonna add a. See, that's keyframe. I'll drag that onto there, and that was at a -11.
Good.
I think right here is probably the good cutoff. Me.
I'll see you next week. Have a good one.
And can we fade that? That's perfect. I like it. All right, so we got another week's hiking video done. The editing took significantly less time with Kdenlive. I'm really happy with that. Yeah, that's all I got tonight. I think that's gonna do it for me tonight, guys. I will be back tomorrow, either with more editing if I decide to go fishing, or I think I'm gonna play some Valorant or Tarkov tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, thanks everyone for watching. I really do appreciate it. Hit me up on Twitter or visit the link that I put in the chat there for my IRL YouTube channel for all my hiking videos. And we'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one.